What's up, guys? It's Soccer Stars Legend here, back with another video. And today I'm going to show you guys how I aim and set the angles to make these kinds of goals you're seeing right now. Now, to start off, I'm going to give you guys a quick aiming tip. Now, when you're aiming, it's very useful to think about the width of your player while you're aiming. Because if you can visualize the width of your player traveling along the path of your aim, it will give you a really good idea of where your player is going to hit the ball. And this will really help you with what I'm about to show you guys and how to aim. In order to set the aim, I like to try to visualize a path of where the ball will travel. I call it an aim line. Now, how I create this is I start off with the center of the ball. My imagined aim line always has to pass through this point, or else it will be no good. Now, for example, if you want the ball to go to the right in that direction, all you'd have to do is look at where the aim line touches the edge of the ball, opposite of where you want it to go. And that's the point where you would need to hit the ball. Now, for this first example, I would need to try to imagine a line, a path of where I want the ball to go. And once I found that line, all I would need to do is figure out where that line touches the edge of the ball, and I would need to hit the ball at that point. And once I do that, the ball will go exactly where I want it to go. So as you can see here, I hit the ball perfectly at that point. And of course, the ball travels in the path of my aim line, and I scored the goal. Now here's a second example, and it's basically the same thing. First, you imagine a line, a path of where you want the ball to go. And remember, for this to work, that line has to pass through the center of the ball. Now, once you found that line, all you need to do is imagine where that line would touch the edge of the ball, and that is the point where you would need to hit the ball. As you can see here, I hit the ball at the right point, and this causes the ball to travel in the path that I aimed for. Now, once you've got the hang of aiming and setting an aim line, it's useful to use that to set angles, to bounce the ball off of the wall. Now, what I'm about to show you only works when the ball is close to the wall, but I'll explain why later. So the concept is basically the same as what I talked about before with the aim line. You'd need to set an aim line, but this time it's against the wall. And what you'd want to do here is always notice the angle that your aim line makes when it touches the wall. Now, the trick here, the secret to getting the angle perfect, is that whatever angle your aim line makes when it hits the wall, that's the same angle that the ball will bounce off of after it hits the wall. And that's the secret here, that two angles are going to be the same. So in our example, we'd first imagine our aim line, trying to find an angle that will work to where it would bounce in between those players. And right here, I found that angle. And I know it's right because when I look at these two angles, they're the same. So I know this aim line is good. So once again, as before, once you found the right aim line, you just look and see where it touches the edge of the ball. And that point is where you'd need to hit the ball. Now the thing is, you're not always going to hit the ball perfectly, but of course that will come with practice. And right here, I hit the ball perfectly. So of course, the ball travels according to my aim line, exactly. This is what happens when the ball is not close to the wall that you're going to bounce it off of. So right here, based on what I said earlier, you'd expect the ball to take a path sort of like this one. But it actually bounces a bit wider. And as you can see, the two angles are not the same. This is because the ball is far from the wall that we're trying to aim at. It's not close like in this shaded area. Now here's another example. The ball is far away from the wall. And the angle is not what we'd expect it to be. It's not the same. It's actually wider than we'd expect it to be. Now the thing to remember here is that the farther the ball is from the wall that you're going to bounce it off of, the more of a curve the ball is going to have once it bounces. And the more wider the angle will be after it bounces. So that's basically something you're just going to have to get the hang of by practicing. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and also subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I drop new videos and do live coin giveaways. Alrighty guys, see you next time. Peace.